And we are starting the day bright and early. I did think I will start at 6, but it's just too cold and I was just too lazy, and I could not sleep last night for some reason. I'm not entirely sure what it was. It's probably all the coffee that I had, or I don't know, maybe all the excitement, maybe all the riding. I was just too excited that I had to, even though I had a couple of drinks, and then I had to have hot water, warm water, a couple of glasses, and then listen to classical music. That usually puts me to sleep, but it took time, and then I slept at around 11, I think. I woke up at 5, but I was just cuddled in bed, nice and warm. Didn't feel like getting up. Got a little bit lazy, and that's why I got a little bit late, but that's all right. The whole point of this motorcycle ride is to, enjoy and chill out. It's not all about discipline. I am so disciplined when I'm back home. Wake up at 4:30, hit the gym. Here it's all right. Worst case scenario, I will do 50-100 kilometers less than planned, and that's okay. I don't know if it is visible or not, but there are snow peaks over there. Actually, it's not snow peaks, it's rocky peaks. No, it's snow peaks, yeah. Snow peaks over there. That's the Kanchenjunga range. The Kanchenjunga range. The Himalayas. Over there. Let's see if we can get a better view. That's a much better view of the Kanchenjunga ranges. This is the Himalayas. Isn't it beautiful? Yeah. Have a look at the fucking traffic. We are entering these are tea gardens. I was originally thinking it's forest looking at the map, and by the way, I'm using Apple Maps now. Somehow I find Apple Maps more reliable on the highways because it doesn't have a motorcycle mode. I think Google is also good in car mode, but for some reason I don't trust Google anymore. So anyway, looking at the map, I felt this is a forest area, but it's not. It's a beautiful tea estate. All of this tea, I think, goes as Darjeeling tea. Tea of West Bengal. So, people often get surprised when I tell them that I did 900 kilometers or 800 kilometers in a single day. So today I'll tell you the secret of how I do 800-900 kilometers in a single day. It's not that I ride very fast, like 200 kilometers per hour or something like that. I don't do that. Very unsafe. I usually cruise at speeds of 90 or 100 kilometers per hour. Not more than that. I also take sufficient breaks. Now, usually I take breaks if I'm at if it's a mission critical, like I have to get here by this time, then I take breaks at every 100 kilometers. If I'm in a relaxed chill mode, then I take breaks at 80-90 kilometers. So right now I did it 90 kilometers today, and stopped. Okay, so what I don't do is I don't stop at places. What I mean to say is I don't look for a dhaba or a restaurant to have a cup of tea. I carry my own hot water, I carry my own coffee, and I carry my own mug, right? And whenever I stop, I just add some coffee to the cup, add some hot water, and my coffee is ready, right? That way, what happens is, because when you stop at a place to have like a restaurant or something, You will stop, you will get off the motorcycle, you will take some of the stuff up, out, camera, you will sit down, you will ask him to get tea, he will prepare tea, he will get tea. And since you are relaxed on a chair, you don't feel like getting up quickly. So a good amount of time is wasted. It's relaxing, I will not deny that. But a good, if I'm on a target of, doing 900 kilometers in a single day or 800 kilometers in a single day, then I can't afford that much break. The other thing that I do is I don't eat. I am used to intermittent fasting. I'm used to not eating for 18 hours a day. Uh, I take it to the next level when I'm riding, one meal a day. So I straight have dinner. So I wake up in the morning and I don't waste time in having breakfast. I don't stop for lunch, because when you stop for lunch, there is a good half an hour to 40 minutes that goes away from the riding time. And this adds up. Stopping for tea at a place, stopping for lunch, stopping for breakfast, stopping for snacks. Adds up the amount of time taken. And then the other benefit of doing fasting when you're riding is it keeps you focused, it keeps you light in the stomach. You don't feel heavy and sleepy and all that. And you don't get good, healthy, hygienic food on the highway. So there's a chance your stomach might get upset or whatever. No? So I don't eat and keeps me light. And wherever I am stopping, I have an early dinner. So yesterday I had dinner at about 5:30 in the evening. And then, you know, I did some work, like take all the videos that I'm preparing, move it into the laptop, clear up my stuff, charge my stuff, and went off to sleep around 8:39. And it gives me a good amount of time after dinner also for the food to digest, and I get good sleep. So I reduce the amount of breaks that I take. I make coffee. I have coffee. Coffee is allowed in fasting. And the one thing that I do is carry protein bars. And this is something that um, Neeraj taught me. He always carries protein bars. So I carry protein bars in my bag in case if there is an emergency, like I feel very, very hungry and tired and fatigued and sleepy or whatever. Then I will break my fast with the protein bars. It takes very little time. I don't have to stop at a dhaba for food. Um, have my protein bars and keep going. And end the day a little bit early. Gives me time to, relax, chill out, have dinner early. So that's my secret. That's how I do 800 kilometers in a day. I reduce the brakes, I don't eat, and I keep going. I was just about to say that West Bengal roads are not as bad as I thought, and that last time I encountered bad roads because I went via Alipurdwar. I was just about to say. Let me go to enduro mode. I'll have to stand up. This is too much. And there you go. Good. And mostly the roads are good. I'm not going to say that they are all bad. And it's true, some bad roads I encountered only because I went through Alipurdwar. But yeah, every now and then I encounter such roads. When you are doing long rides, your mind starts to wander, and I've talked about these things before also. And I was thinking about something that I need to get done at work, and just now I crossed a toll booth. Now, motorcycles don't have to pay toll, so there is a lane on the left hand side. Everybody knows that the motorcycle has to pass through. I don't, I mean, I was thinking so hard about the things that I need to get done at work. I don't remember which lane I passed through. I just remember that I saw a toll booth. It's behind me now. And I don't remember whether I passed through the right lane or not. That's the level of wandering that my mind is doing today. What can I say? Weird. There are many disadvantages of riding solo. Simple things such as if this fat ass Savitri falls down with all the luggage and everything, it'll be a nightmare to pick it up. In fact, I did face a problem like that. I mean, most of the falls that I've had on this have been when I was stationary or when I was riding like really, really slow, right? In a bad road, and then, uh, or in the slush. I fell once in the slush. But picking it up is a nightmare, okay? It's not easy. And there are other disadvantages. I mean, if you're not riding solo, if you're riding with someone, then they would come and help you. Although I've always found people run for help when the bike falls. So that's a good thing in India. There is hardly any place where there is no population. But having a friend helps. And then simple things such as, let's say there is a shop on the opposite side of the road, and I want to quickly go and pick something up, right? I won't be able to do that unless I remove all my expensive gear from the bike, put them into my pocket, and really quickly go and come back so that nobody comes and messes with the bike. Then uh, I can't think of any others actually, but there are. And then there are so many benefits of riding solo. You can stop when you want. You can go when you want. Uh, you can wake up at ungodly hours in the morning and start riding. Or if you want to stay a little bit late, you can do that. You don't have to adjust with anybody else's bathroom routine. Um, you can talk to yourself. You can talk to the people, because when you have a friend with you riding, most of the times you will be talking to your friend. But when you're riding alone, people will walk up to you comfortably, and then you can talk to them, or you can walk up to somebody and talk to them, and you experience the ride a lot better when you're riding solo. Of course, there is the solitude. Some people don't appreciate being alone that much. Uh, that's not a problem with me. I love my company and I enjoy being alone. I have absolutely no problems. I spend tremendous amounts of time alone. So, and I'm not saying that I don't like riding with people. I mean, I have some really good friends and I've ridden with them. And I remember the Arunachal ride, which was so fun. I have not laughed so much in a decade. That much we laughed. Towards the end, we were getting tired. We were laughing so much. And, there comes a time when your stomach starts hurting. That is the kind of laughter we had on that trip. And it was good fun, amazing. But solo riding is a different experience. It's difficult to describe. The places your mind goes, and, and it's nice. It's fun. So 480 kilometers done. And it's 12:20. So technically, I have done a lot better than yesterday. But today I'm hungry, like really hungry, and I'm feeling that I may have to stop somewhere for lunch. So what I'm thinking is, I'll have this cup of coffee now and see how long I can last. If I can last 2 more hours, then I'll have the protein bar. Once I have the protein bar, it should keep me going till, I don't know, 4 o'clock, 4:30, and then I'll reach wherever I'm reaching, and then I'll have dinner. So that's the plan for today. I intend to do 500 to 550 kilometers. The roads are good, and I'm doing good speed. Let's see how it goes. Keep watching. People think that India is full of cows and buffaloes. I mean, around the world. This is the first set of buffaloes that I've seen since, I don't know, Guwahati. So, it's not that full of cows and buffaloes, okay? I mean, there are cows and buffaloes, and on the Madhya Pradesh highway, in fact, there are quite a few. I will not deny that. But India is not buffaloes, alright? India is industry, India is science, India is technology, India is innovation. India is a force to reckon with. India is beautiful. So when you ride anywhere, you ride in India, I mean, you ride in Assam, like Guwahati, Tezpur, or you ride in, mainland India anywhere, like, Hyderabad to West Bengal or what have you, Odisha. Every now and then, even Madhya Pradesh, Bihar, UP, every now and then you will see riders. And when I say riders, I mean not people who ride motorcycles to go from place, from A to B, but who ride motorcycles as a sport, so with proper gear and everything. Okay, I don't like the scene of this. It says Farakka Barrage Tarapur Road. I don't want to go to Tarapur. It's a horrible road. I know that for a fact because I had gone there once. It's a pain in the wrong places. I hope I'm not going on that route. Anyway, but on this route, from from Guwahati, once I left Assam to Mainaguri and now towards Calcutta, not so much. I haven't met a single rider with proper gear and everything. Not one. I wonder why. It's a beautiful place. I mean, it's scenic and everything. I guess there is no big city nearby. I mean, Kolkata is there. People should be riding from Kolkata. Kolkata also has a BMW dealership. So I should stay on the Kolkata highway. I'll have to figure it out at my next stop. Alright, I remember why I don't like West Bengal. I keep forgetting. This is the reason why I do not like West Bengal at all. I don't mind. No, I do. Highways should be highways. finally decided to stop for lunch. After a lot of mental calculations of how much kilometers I want to do today, I decided I really don't care. I'm hungry, and instead of doing a protein bar, I thought it's better I do lunch. See, this is what I call a fantastic setup. My motorcycle is parked here, and my seating arrangement is right there. If this car would not have been there, I could have actually seen my motorcycle, but this is also fine. It's not bad at all. This is the kind of place I would like to eat at when I am on a ride.
अभी भी स्टार्टिंग है, रिसेंटली एक प्रोजेक्ट चल रहा है, तो उसका भी वो होता है ना, रेकी होता है, जैसे हम लोग का कहाँ पे सीन है, कहाँ पे क्या होगा फिल्म वगैरह, वो रेकी होता है। अभी जाने का प्लान है। मेरा प्लानिंग ऐसा है कि ये चीज़ अभी तक तो है नहीं यूट्यूब पे कि फिल्म कैसे बनता है डे 1 से लेके एंड तक, वो जर्नी मैं शायद से शेयर करूँगा उसके साथ साथ।
बहुत बढ़िया।
मैं आपका इसमें इंस्टाग्राम का लिंक है ना?
इंस्टाग्राम उसमें लिंक शायद नहीं है, मैं बता दूँगा। I don't think I came via this route. I think I would have remembered. This is definitely going to Kolkata. I checked the map. Map is okay. But then I don't have the best of memory in the world. So somehow Apple Maps has also routed me via Tarapi. Now, 2 years back when we went to Arunachal Pradesh, we came through this road, and we came through Tarapeeth and Vardhaman and all. Actually, at that time, the road was horrible, absolutely horrible. 80 kilometers down, there is Bolpur. I think I will stop there. I hope the roads have gotten better. If they have not, then I am in for some real pain. So, confirmed, I met a few boys who told me that about 24 kilometers in this direction straight would lead me to the bypass, and the bypass is actually a big ass, huge, beautiful highway which will take me to Kolkata. This road is not that bad. I mean, it's 24 kilometers of bad, okay roads. It's not bad roads. I've done worse off-roading, much worse off-roading in Arunachal Pradesh and Mizoram, so they should be all right. It's just that the sun is going down, and I need to find a place to stay. It's already 4 o'clock, 10 minutes past, so I should find a place. Once I hit the highway, I will start looking for a nice place to stay. It's okay. Until then, when life gives you lemons, start a lemon chain. Do what De Beers did. Have fun. So I have finally survived the day. The last update was I had taken the scenic route. Now this is the first time, I think, it's the first time that I am regretting not taking the route suggested by Google. The reason is that 2 years ago when I came by the route that Google had suggested, which was Vardhaman, Tarapeeth, etc. The roads were horrible, absolutely horrible. Okay, and so that is why I took the scenic route. I did not want to go through the same route again. What happened later, though, is I came to the bypass, and the bypass was horrible. First of all, there was no route to get to the bypass. Right, I had to do a little bit of off-roading, which is fine. It was a little bit risky because it was a steep hill and there was no roads and my bike was bouncing around a little bit. But the bypass was also no good. I mean, it's not that it's a bypass, so it's a fantastic four-lane road. It is a four-lane road, but horrible with big potholes and everything. And then I entered an area which was a mini Bangladesh. That was actually very, very interesting. First of all, the roads were all broken, and it was not a divider split road. It was a two-way road, and it was crowded. There was a tremendous amount of truck traffic, and there was this on a loudspeaker. There's this announcement going on that, and it was. I don't want to talk too much about it because it's a little bit controversial, but I found it a little bit funny from my standpoint, all right? And so the announcement being done was that I mean, it was um, a masjid, it was a Muslim masjid kind of an announcement where the priest was saying that if you don't bow down to Allah, then he will break your back. If you don't raise your hands in his prayer, then he will cut your hands. If you don't say Allahu Akbar, then he will cut your tongue and things like that. Very, very scary. And the crowd was also not up to my liking, is the best way that I can describe it. Okay. And everybody was like, because it's a big bike, it takes attention. So everybody was surrounding me from all directions. Unfortunately, I could not take footage of that particular area because for some reason my camera was I don't know whether it was recording or it was not recording. Something went wrong with my camera, which I will have to check in a bit. And this camera I had kept in my pocket because when I was entering that area, I thought, this is not a place where I want to show off all my expensive gear, right? So I put everything away. So I could not record footage of that area. But, I was getting a little bit worried, and it was getting dark and I did not want to stay in that area. I wanted to cross that area. So it's 8 o'clock. I finally was able to find a hotel. I actually found a couple of other hotels, but they were detours into the city, 12 kilometers, 15 kilometers, and I didn't want to do that. So I kept on going. And then finally I found this hotel. Now, this hotel looks decent if you look around, okay. But it's not a very good hotel in the sense that, first of all, it's 1900 rupees, which is not what this should be. It should be much less. Second is they don't give water. You have to pay for water. They don't give Wi-Fi, nothing. Uh, but that's what happens when you do a motorcycle trip unplanned. You can't check the quality and haggle for price because it's already getting late. I am tired and I don't know for how many more kilometers I might not find a hotel. So it is what it is. But it's been a day, a very, very interesting one. Roads were most part, about 70 to 80% of the roads were good. And I'm not going to deny that. I took a detour and I'm thinking now that I should have gone the Vardhaman route, even though the roads would have been bad. I would have reached Bolpur. Bolpur was the nearest town. And it's a developed town. All right. You get all kinds of stuff there, food or, restaurants, bars, whatever. Decent hotels. There is also Tarapeeth, by the way, which was just 20 kilometers away. I could have gone to Tarapeeth. I would have reached Tarapeeth by 3:30, or 4 o'clock. It would have been very easy for me to call it a day. And it's not that I made a lot of, I rode till 7:30. It's not that I covered a big distance in that area. I covered the same amount of distance, right? I just did 500 some kilometers, 505 kilometers or something. It would have been the same on that route. It's just that the roads were bad, but no traffic, and not this kind of crowd, if you know what I mean. It's their Tarapeeth is actually a pretty good town to go to. We stayed at Tarapeeth. There is a Shakti Peeth there, Devi Ma temple. It's one of the important Shakti Peeth. They also say it is the second center of black magic for people who believe. So that would have been actually a better decision, is what I'm thinking right now. Distance would have been less. Okay, the roads are bad, but the guy in the village was telling me that the roads are not that bad. They are good. Unfortunately, you can't take them for their word because these people, they keep riding on these roads every day and they find the roads good. Like, for example, he told me the bypass is really good. It's a big bypass, beautiful roads, etc. Unfortunately, they were not that good. Horrible bypass. Even after I covered that or crossed that difficult region where they were making announcements and stuff, mini Bangladesh as I call it. Even after that, even though it's a 4-lane road, there are sudden potholes here and there. So, well, West Bengal roads. But I think I have cleared the most difficult part of West Bengal. Now, Kolkata is not very far. It's about 180 or so kilometers from here. And then Bhubaneswar, about 400 kilometers from there. So, and Kolkata to Bhubaneswar is good roads. Here to Kolkata is good roads. So I think I should be able to cover 600 tomorrow. Been a day. It's been an interesting day. And I guess I'll call it a night.